Natalie, and welcome to my Flosstube channel. This is Flosstube number 4, and for those of you that don't know, Flosstube channels are generally where people show all of our cross-stitching, sometimes a few other hobbies. I've seen people show reading and stuff like that. I am a reader too, but I mostly focus on just cross-stitch on this channel, and I have stitching to show you guys. I have 3 FFOs, one thing that was a start and is very close to being an FFO. I have another new start to show you that I'm doing some pre-stitching for the Jingle Ball, and then I have worked on my hedgehogs, my Night of the Frost Dragon Sal, and I think that's it actually. I'm sorry it's been a little while since my last video. I have been busy. We have been very busy. So we have season tickets to the Texas A&M football games, and every weekend that there's been a home football game, we've been going, and then as well, I've been driving Braxton crazy. I got him to put up the Christmas lights on the roof last weekend, so we put everything outside for Christmas last weekend. We have like inflatables and stake lights and things and a bunch of decorations and stuff. So we put all of that stuff out last weekend, and then the weekend before that we put out all the inside Christmas stuff. So we decorated our tree, and we put all of our stockings and garland and stuff out. So we've been kind of busy just doing all of that sort of thing. I'm also joined by Miso today. Here he is. He's sleeping. He's tired. He misses Braxton because Braxton's been on a work trip for a couple days in DC, so he's coming back today. So I've been alone for a couple days. I don't know. It's quiet. It's too quiet, honestly. Like, I come home from work and I'm just like, what do I do? You know? But I stitch, that's what I do. I stitch and I read. So I will start showing you guys what I've finished, and I apologize because some of these FFOs are fall and Halloween finishes because that's what I was working on last video. So the first thing I FFO'd is Spooky Cottage from Mama Witch X Stitch. So here's that. I just got this frame off of Amazon, just a little square to frame it in. And it's really cute. I liked it. I like framing my own stuff because I'm cheap, honestly. I don't want to pay someone else to do it, so I just either find frames places or I order them on Amazon. So it's cute though. And this is from Mama Witch X Stitch, and I think this was just stitched on some fabric I had in my stash. I don't remember what the color is. But yeah, it's super cute, and I'm happy that it's actually FFO'd. I'm a little sad with these 2 FFOs though that I fully finished them kind of as I was getting in the Christmas spirit, because now obviously I don't have them out in my house. I have Christmas stuff up now, so I am like, I can't even enjoy them now that I FFO'd them. I guess I'll have to wait till next year. The second thing that I FFO'd was my Halloween Fairy by Nora Corbett, and this was stitched on, I forget what it was, but it's the called for, whatever the called for color was for this is what I got. She's so pretty, but she's in a frame now, so she is, she's good. This is also one that I just ordered off of Amazon, and I'm sad to put her away because I can't have her out for Christmas. I mean, I guess I could, but it would be strange. But yeah, got her fully finished and framed. And then, so this project, this is another project that I finished, that I didn't have finished last video. I completely forgot to show this project last video. This is what I've been working on at work during my lunch breaks. So like, I work a normal 8 to 5 with an hour lunch break in between job, and I either usually, it only takes like 20-30 minutes to actually eat, so I usually use the rest of the time to either cross stitch or I'll read one of my books or something. And I remembered to bring this project home last video, and I just forgot to actually show it to you guys. So yeah, good on me. Good job remembering. But Braxton got me this while he was in Japan, and So let me start with the things I like about this kit. The Ada is very soft and nice to work with. The floss is pretty comparable to DMC. It's like a good cotton floss. It's not like problematic or anything. However, the metallic thread that I used in this is the worst metallic thread that I have ever used in my entire life, including like metallic thread from like Dimensions kits and stuff. This is worse. This is so much worse. But I have finished it, and this is, I believe it's called Moonlit Cherry Blossoms, and I'll put the kit maker down here because I do not know how to pronounce this. And most of this kit is also, like, all of the instructions and stuff are in Japanese, so it's hard for me to know what the heck it actually is. But I think this is Moonlit Cherry Blossoms, and it's so, so pretty. I do love it. There's a lot of, like, there's, like, six I think different shades of pink in all of these cherry blossoms, so a lot of them are very when you're stitching it, it's kind of hard because like there's 2 colors specifically that are like basically the same color, like they're off by like the tiniest little bit of a shade, and so it was a little bit difficult to try and get those done, but it's really pretty. You can kind of see there's some beads in there and there's a little bit of metallic thread, but I really like it. It's really pretty. I'm glad to have it finished for sure. That way it can go up on my wall and actually get displayed. I have to admit though, I am kind of glad that this is done because I made this my work project because I kind of dreaded working on this. I'm sorry, Braxton, if you hear that. Just because of the metallics, like literally for no other reason than because I hated the metallic thread, and there's backstitch of metallic thread in all of these cherry blossoms basically. I like it. I love it so much. Thank you so much. But I am glad that it's finished now. So I got that, and then this kit actually came with the frame and everything. So I didn't have to buy this anywhere. It just came with a way to finish it. So there you go. Okay, so there's that. And then the next thing that I started, this was a little start and finish, but I haven't FFO'd it yet, and this is Lolly Claus by Satsuma Street. So she makes a bunch of little Christmas ornament kits that are super cute, but I started and finished Lolly Claus. And I did cut her out, but I haven't done like the backing or the ribbon or twine or whatever to hang her with. But I did finish her, and she is so cute. Satsuma Street has so many of these little kits, and I had to restrain myself from buying pretty much all of them because they're adorable. She has a puppy dog one, she has a cat one, she has a bunch of different like Santa heads. She has like the beginning of the 12 Days of Christmas with like the turtle doves and the calling birds and stuff like that. There's a really cute penguin too that I've had my eye on, but I'm controlling myself. Unless I want to stitch ornaments from now until the end of the year, I probably shouldn't get any more than the 2 that I have, this one and Candy Claus, which I do plan to start that one, but I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video when I talk more about plans. But yeah, and I have some like candy cane twine that I used to wrap the cookie boxes that I made for my coworkers last year for Christmas, and I'll probably use that to make a little loop to hang her by. But yeah, there she is. She's super cute. Alright, so I finished that. The other thing that I started is pre-stitching for the Jingle Ball, which, yes, I'm going to the Jingle Ball. I have, if you guys want to see, I have my shirt. I have my shirt and I have gingerbread earrings on. So I am fully ready for all of the Christmas festivities. I'm super excited for the Jingle Ball. There were so many good kit options, honestly. Like, I really loved the blue flower biscornu. I really loved the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, the Badger with the little palette and little mistletoe over him. He was so cute. But the one that I decided to go with, because I don't know, I could have done like 2 or 3 classes, but I was like, that's a lot of pre-stitching, and I'd really prefer to like actually be able to finish it with the class instead of having to like do the stitching after the actual live class happens and then go back and pull up the recording. So I just picked one. I picked the Gingerbread House by Tiny Modernist, and I am stitching this on 32 count gingerbread linen from Picture This Plus. And this is what I have done so far. So I have the front of the house, I have one of the side walls, and then I started under that on the back of the house. So yeah, it's really cute. There's so many color changes in this that it's taking me a lot longer than I thought, because like each of those gumdrops has like 2 colors in it. And so you're going from like, you know, a dark pink and a light pink to a dark pink and a light, or a dark yellow and a light yellow, dark blue, light blue, dark red. Yeah, there's just a lot of color changes in there, but it's super cute. I want to get this, I want to get this done before the Jingle Ball on December 7th, I think. The class for this is not until Sunday, so if I don't get it finished, I will have a little bit of extra time to finish it, but I'm going to try and get it done before the Jingle Ball even starts, because I have other stuff that I want to stitch while I'm actually at the Jingle Ball. So there's my start on this guy. And then I only worked on 2 other whips, and I did have a little bit of a change of plans for one of them. So I'll go ahead and go over that real quick. I decided, so I have worked a little bit more on my hedgehogs and lingonberries, and here's where I am with that. And so I got a little bit more done in the greenery here, but I had wanted to plan to try and finish this year. I think I'm gonna end up just pushing it and not trying to finish it this year, because it was getting to the point where this is so like counterintuitive, but I would pull it out and like I wouldn't want to work on it, because I feel like if I work on it, I have to like really, really work on it and like do a lot on it. And you know, sometimes after work, like you just want to be able to stitch a little bit, and if I was pulling this out, I was like, man, I have to get so far on this, and I'd like feel compelled to do like more than I wanted to, or more than I felt like I could with the amount of energy that I had at that point. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of my goal, because like I do want to stitch on it, but it was becoming like this weird prohibitive thing in my mind, where the fact that I needed to finish it was like actually like actively hurting my progress on it, if that makes sense. So I did a little bit more. I'll put a picture of where I was before up here somewhere, and you can compare. I didn't do that much on him, but I did an okay amount. I did, you know, probably like 100 or 200 stitches, which I know for some of you guys that's like absolutely nothing, but y'all, I've been very tired lately. It's also our busy season at work. So I work for a biotech company, and I do genotyping for like plant samples basically. So we get like leaf clippings and like seeds in from different crops, and we do the DNA extraction and the genotyping for them on my team. And so you would think that our busy season would be the summer, but we get a lot of samples from South America, and so their seasons are all flipped, right? So the winter is actually our busier season than our summer, and so I've been a little bit swamped at work. Very just had a lot of stuff going on, so it's fine, but I don't know, I don't feel like I've been stitching as much as I like want to, and I'm hoping that will change here soon-ish. So now the other project that I have actually put some decent time into is my Night of the Frost Dragon Sal, which I'm doing with Stitch and Flurries on Instagram. And I haven't started on the 3rd part, but I did finish the 2nd part of this guy. So this is so cute. Look at the little penguin merchant. He has a little sack on his back. Oh, and the little dog next to him. He's so cute. So I finished the 2nd part of the Sal. So this was the 1st part, and then the 2nd part was this right here. The 3rd part did come out a couple weeks ago, but I haven't started on it yet. And this is stitched on 16 count acai Ada from Kitty Bloom Studio on Etsy. But I haven't started the 3rd part. This is part of my plans, so I really want to keep up with the Sal. and I have about 2 weeks before Jingle Ball. So I think I can spend 1 week working to finish my gingerbread house, my pre-stitching, and then I think I can spend 1 week, hopefully, starting and finishing part 3 of this. Especially because I get Thursday, Friday off next week for Thanksgiving as holidays, so I will be visiting family that time, during that time for Thursday and a little bit of Friday probably. We're probably going to stay the night and then leave the next day. But I'll have a weekend, basically, I say that, a weekend free. If anyone that's watching is also an Aggie, or if you're a Longhorn, it's okay. I still like you. You can still watch my videos, I promise. But the A&M UT game is Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we're going to that, and it's going to be wild, and it's going to be crazy, and it will be a good game no matter what happens. I just hope no one gets like horribly injured, people are safe, people have a good time, and just, it'll be fine. But I would, yeah, that'll be busy. That'll be wild. But, this guy, I would like to get part 3 of him finished, and I'm hoping that because I have a little bit of time off extra, I probably won't get any stitching done Thursday, honestly, because I'm going to be visiting family, and we're going to be talking and doing stuff. Friday, we're going to come home probably in the afternoon, so I won't have anything to do the rest of Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, the football game is late Saturday. It's like 6:30, so I don't have to I'll have the entire morning of Thursday to work on stuff, to work on cross-stitch stuff. And that won't be, hopefully I'll have enough time to finish what I want to finish. But that's my plan for the next 2 weeks, and then Jingle Ball happens. So I have gone to Jingle Ball for 2 years now. But I've never really participated, if that makes sense. I've never taken a class. I've never joined the stitching tables and stuff. And I don't know, I guess, well, the first year it was because I couldn't, because I don't even think I was in town for reasons. But last year I just didn't do it. I don't even remember why, honestly. I think every year we have a Christmas party that we go to, and I think I can't remember. Last year there was some other reason why I didn't go. I just popped into the shopping hall and bought the things that I wanted to buy, and then I popped out and left. But this year I've kind of made sure that weekend is actually clear. So I should be able to be on there in some respect for Friday night, all of Saturday, okay, maybe not all, but a good portion of Saturday and Sunday as well. And I'm excited because I want to try and meet new people. I would like to try the speed dating thing, because they do a stitchy speed dating where I think she said you introduce yourself, you share a whip and a finish, which a whip is just a work in progress. So I can show what I'm currently stitching on, and then show something that I've finished before, and get to know people a little bit. I think it's 5 minutes, I believe. So I think I'm going to pop into that for a little while. Not sure exactly when. I'd like to find a virtual stitching table to sit at. I can set my camera up just like this and just stitch for a little while. I'd like to do that. And then the class for actually finishing the gingerbread house from Tiny Modernist is Sunday. I think at 2 or 3, I believe. So I'll go to that then when that's happening. But I kind of want to participate a little bit more this year than I ever have before, so I'm really excited. And let me know below if you're planning to go to the Jingle Ball. It's hosted by Lindy Stitches on Instagram and YouTube, and she is wonderful. She is one of my favorite Flosstubers to watch. She is so funny, and I absolutely love her for starting this event because it's so much fun. It's a great opportunity to meet people. I'm hoping that I can make some friends there. So yeah, let me know if you're going, what you're looking forward to, if you're taking any classes or anything like that. Just let me know down below. And then my plans for the Jingle Ball. So I want to start Candy Claus and Yule Goddess. Those are my two plans. I didn't want to like give myself too many strict guidelines for what I want to stitch during Jingle Ball, but I know I want to start Yule Goddess and start Candy Claus. I might honestly start Candy Claus and just go for a finish because they're so small. Like, he's the same size as Lolly Claus, right? So they're so small. Like, I almost kind of just want to say I want to start and finish Candy Claus that weekend, but we'll see how it goes. So those are my plans for, which I'll put pictures of both of those up here. But those are my plans for the next 2 weeks before Jingle Ball and then for a Jingle Ball itself. And then since I removed my hedgehogs from my goal list, the only other goal that I have is to, well, if I don't finish Candy Claus and the Jingle Ball, like during that weekend, I do want to finish him before Christmas, and then I do still want to finish my Cosmic Dreaming Girl, which I haven't worked at all. I don't have her out because I haven't worked on her at all since the last video, but I do still want to try and finish her before the new year, and I don't know, I'll reevaluate in the next video. I'm planning on doing one more Flosstube this year, which will probably be, I might do it on Christmas Eve, because I will be busy the weekend before Christmas. My family is coming up here to visit me, and then I'm not taking any extra time off for Christmas, so I will be working Monday, Thursday, Friday of Christmas week, but I'll have Tuesday, Wednesday off, so I might take a little bit of time Tuesday to make a video. Hopefully I'll have Cosmic Dreaming Girl, if not finished, close to finish, and I'll have Candy Claus finished and possibly some haul from the Jingle Ball to show you guys. And then I'll probably at the beginning of January sometime do a new whip parade, just because I have finished a lot of stuff in the past few months, and I do kind of want, that first whip parade video was horrible quality. I apologize again. So I do kind of want to do another video where I'm like reintroducing myself and showing all of my current whips going into the year, because it's also a good way for me to like reference how much stuff I've finished, and like it's cool to go back and look at a video and be like, oh yeah, that project, that's finished and framed and on this wall now. So I'm excited for that, and I'll probably plan on doing that. I'm not sure exactly when yet, but that's what the rest of my year looks like. I'm really excited. I'm gonna try, because I realized too, when I was going through I have a Notion page that has all of my projects in it, and I was going through it and kind of realizing I have a lot of like larger projects, and by larger, I don't mean like giant, I mean like I have Bella Filipinas and Mirabilias, and I don't know, just like, or like my Riolis kit, The Woman in the Garden, is pretty big, and full coverage. So it's just like there's a lot of stuff that I have that's larger projects. I think like at least half of my whips are classified as large in my Notion. So I think what I want to do, I don't know, part of me kind of wants to have, I'm trying to find where I'm comfortable basically, of like how many big like year plus long projects do I want, versus do I want to maybe try and like start, whenever I finish some of those larger things, do I want to try and start like smaller projects that I could finish easier? But I also don't want to be super finish focused. Sorry, this is a little bit of a ramble, but I don't know, I watched Cross Stitch the Globe, and they were talking about being like a process-oriented stitcher versus a like finish project-oriented stitcher. And I have to say, I feel like I'm in the middle somewhere. I really do like having large projects and having, like, I love stitching on projects. I get a little bit of that pang of sadness when you like finish a project, like especially seasonal projects, like when I was showing you guys my fall finishes, because like then they have to go away, you know, you only get to see it for a while, whereas if you're, I don't know, if you're in the process of stitching it, like you can just pick it up and like stare at it for hours, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I do get a lot of joy from having things up and finished on my wall. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm somewhere in between. So I don't want to focus too much on just finishing a bunch of stuff. Too, because like when you finish something, you have to FFO it, right? I guess you don't have to. I have things that aren't FFO'd still that have been finished for like 2 years. But like, again, they go in and under the bed box or you don't see them, or they go and you FFO them and you hang them somewhere and then you actually do get to see them, but it's not the same as like having it in your hands, like looking at it really close, stitching it. So I think I might try and I don't want to say limit. Limits are bad for me. The first thing I do whenever I try and set a limit for myself is I'm like, actually, let me make an exception to that limit. So I'm trying not to do that and like set hard and fast limits, but I kind of want to, I don't know, I think I have like 12 projects right now, and that's like a good number. I think I'll end the year with 11 because I'm finishing 2 things. I should have a start and finish, which that's like a null. But if I finish Cosmic Dreaming Girl and... No, it's just Cosmic Dreaming Girl because I moved the hedgehogs. So Candy Claws will be null because I'll start it and I'll finish it, and then I'll start Yule Goddess, but I'll finish Cosmic Dreaming Girl. So yeah, that'll be like a wash basically. So I still should have 12 projects by the end of the year. But like I said, like I think 6 or 7 of those are like large projects, so we'll see. I don't know. I'll talk more about it probably in like the update video that I'll do in my next Flosstube that I'll do in December. I'll have a better idea of like what my final whip count looks like. And I also don't want to limit myself because what if I find something really, really cute at the Jingle Ball that like I can start from stash or whatever and I end up wanting to do that. I'm not planning on it, but if I find something that's like super, super cute that I really want, I'll definitely just pick it up. And who knows, if it's something that I can start from stash, I might start from stash. I have a smidge of haul. It's not physical haul though. It's all, I bought a few different patterns on Etsy. And I don't remember what they all are, to be honest with you. So what I will do is I will put pictures on the screen of which ones I got. I know I got, what was it? The Thunderstorm, Lightning Storm Nature Walk from Sprouting Lupine. That one's super cute. I got the Luna Moth from, I'll put it on the screen. I forgot. But I'll throw those up here so you can see them. Sometimes I go, the Etsy patterns that are like $2 to $5 a piece are really dangerous because it's so easy to just add to cart and you're like, it's $2. Why not buy it? So I did that. I did buy some of those patterns to do. I have stuff to start a couple of those from stash, but I think I'm going to hold off on it at least until after Jingle Ball and everything is over, and possibly until next year because I wasn't planning on having any new starts, but I'll at least wait until Jingle Ball is over so I know that I'm not starting anything from that, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do for the rest of the year and everything. So I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you spend it with your family or friends or however you want to, and take some time to reflect on, life and gratefulness and gratitude and all of that stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know down below if you're going to Jingle Ball, if you're taking classes, anything like that. I'd love to hear from you guys, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you again. Bye guys.